Welcome back to ScaleSpeedworks, and welcome back to What Did You Buy Wednesday, hosted by Joe over at Big Sky Model Workshop. Now, as Joe likes to say, What Did You Buy Wednesday is all about stash ads. And I wanted to share a few, some that I just picked up, and some that I've had for a little while, but I found super useful. Let's roll the intro and let's get started. Since my local hobby shop closed down, I have been supporting Burbank's House of Hobbies. Now, one of the reasons I support them is because they're in California and they do a heck of a job getting my orders shipped out quickly. Their selection is great. The guys that work there are fantastic. I've had really good success ordering from them, and their customer service is just top notch. So again, shout out to Burbank's House of Hobbies. And we'll start out with this. And if you guys have watched the channel at all, you'll know that I have quite the affection for these small Bandai kits. These things are just fantastic. I love them. They go together so quick. It's such a joy to build. The details are just intricate and fantastic, and they surprise me every build. So I was very excited when this became available and I picked this up. Did I already build this kit? Yes, I did. Yep, I already built it, but this is the old version. This is one that was seen and popularized in the TV show. And you can see the graphics on here. They might be kind of hard. They are a brown color, and they're all kind of beat up and scratched up. But the stickers, not a huge fan of them, but that's what Bandai includes on these kits. And the stickers themselves are detailed. They're great. But as we all know, stickers don't conform to contours like decals do. So that's what I have. That's what's included. You really have no choice but to make it work. So this is the old version. This is a new version. These two kits are exactly the same, except for the yellow decals that are included here and the one engine that has been updated to reflect an engine without damage. So I picked this up. It's not Hobby Lobby prices, but you know what? It's good enough, and I'm just glad that they had this in stock. And not only did I pick this one up, I also picked up the AMT version, which is too big to get on camera here, and I was pretty excited to get that as well, because I have heard the AMT version has a decent amount of detail, and it looks good in flying mode, but the Revell version, which is in the same scale, has a more detailed interior. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to build the AMT version of the Razor Crest. In flight mode, we're going to use the brand new release for that. We're going to build the old Razor Crest in landing mode, and we're going to use the Revell kit for that. So that's my plan. There we go. This is the Vallejo liquid mask. Obviously, that's what it says. But this is pretty cool stuff. This you could paint on your model, and you could use it as a paintable mask and then spray paint or airbrush over that and then peel it off when you're done, leaving the original color underneath. I saw somebody pick some of this stuff up, not this exact modeling equivalent, not this exact brand, but an equivalent at the dollar store. I might try and go get some and see how it compares to the Vallejo liquid mask. This wasn't too bad. This was maybe $6.50, but again, the stuff at the dollar store, half the size, but only a quarter of the price or less. So we'll see how this compares after I go pick up some of the dollar store stuff, and we'll see if this is really worth the increased price or whether you should just pick it up at the dollar store. But Vallejo liquid mask, is excited to try that stuff out. And what am I going to try it out on? These are, again, Star Wars, and they are from the Mandalorian version of the Naboo N1 Starfighter. I was really excited to get some exhaust staining here on this, but when I went to paint the chrome parts here with the Molotow pen, I wasn't real happy with the results. So I want to get these sprayed, but I tried using the Tamiya tape, and it's just super, super awkward to get it in there and get it done right. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put some liquid mask on here, and then I'm going to spray the whole thing in chrome, and then we can peel that liquid mask off. So we're going to give that a shot. While on the topic of Star Wars, I saw this at Hobby Lobby, picked it up, and I couldn't be more happy with how this came out. This is obviously the Death Star. This was such a joy to build. I don't know why, but I just had a huge smile on my face the whole time I was building this. You guys can see the detail is just exquisite. It's excellent. Even under here, it's fantastic. I have a little more panel line accent maybe to do in there, but really, you know, you have pieces that are just hanging out into space, literally into space. This thing was really just a joy to build, a joy to put together, and for a couple of bucks, you really can't beat it. What I did when I picked this up is I picked up two. I picked up one for me, and I picked up one for some of the neighborhood kids. I've been handing these out. It's summertime. It's going to give them something to do. It's going to get them off of their phones, off of the computer. It's going to get them off of the video games that they've been playing. So a lot of the neighborhood kids have been building these. And from what I understand, they are enjoying these builds just as much as I am. So something to think about next time you're at Hobby Lobby and you see these on the shelf for 40% off, $10, under $10, might be worth it. And it might just get that kid in your neighborhood interested in building models. While I was at Hobby Lobby, I also picked up some of this, Mr. White Putty. Now, my go-to for many years has been the Tamiya basic type, and this is the gray putty. I've had excellent success with this, but with my AMT 66 T-Bird here, I've been having a really difficult time here in between these headrest covers. I don't know what you exactly call these. Anyway, I've been trying to smooth out the section in here, and the Tamiya putty does a great job, but I've noticed that when I go in and I sand it, I'll have pits. So just little holes after I finish sanding. And, you know, again, it does a great job. It sands nice and smooth, but I just wasn't getting the finish that I wanted, which is where this stuff comes in. So I switched on this car for filling those holes to this Mr. White Putty, Mr. Hobby Mr. White Putty. And this stuff, you guys can see, it's a little more I don't know, gooey. This stuff has done an excellent job filling in any imperfections that I've had in here, and I still have a little bit more work over here. But this stuff has been great. I can't recommend this stuff enough. Mr. Hobby, Mr. White Putty. I think that's going to be my new go-to. And I know it's been a while since I've showed this, but we'll get up to, I'll get you guys an update on the T-Bird later this week. And the last thing that I picked up was an Amazon purchase. I've been looking at getting one of these for quite a while, and they've been pretty expensive. The Display circle cutter. So this is great if you need to cut out a circle and use it to mask off something. This is what you want. So only recently did I jump back on and see that they had two versions. They had this cheaper version and they had a more expensive version. This cheaper version, if I remember correctly, is about $25. The more expensive one is more than twice that. Not sure the difference between the two. This one had good enough reviews for $25. I'm willing to give it a shot. As you guys can see, still in the package. Have not yet opened this up, but very, very excited to give this a shot. If you guys have tried this, let me know. The Display circle cutter, let me know. Do you recommend this one? Is there another one you recommend? Let me know, because I'm excited to give this a shot. And once I do, I'll be sure to let you guys know if this $25 is well spent. That's all I have for What Did You Buy Wednesday. I hope you got something out of this. I have been enjoying your What Did You Buy Wednesdays, and I've made some purchases off of your recommendations. If you're interested, I have shop cards. I will do my best, if you want one, to get one out to you as soon as possible. Just send me an email. And that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Once again, if you haven't done so, go check out Joe at Big Sky Metal Workshop and see what he bought for What Did You Buy Wednesday. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will see you on the next one.